Hi, I'm Matt the Comic Guy, and what's this new series you're playing about? Well, it's something new in the main focus of my channel. That's right, I'm going through each and every single one of the major comic characters. Where can I start? Well, we're going through each of the major superheroes and villains. Starting with the actual first superhero in comics, this one being a magician. Now you don't really know who he was. Was he? No. But we actually start with an actual confirmed named superhero, the Phantom. Yep, that's right. Actual earliest superhero in the comics. Couple years before our next hero, Superman, by DC Comics. First appearance in Action Comics #1. Then we have Batman. Then we have our next comic character in DC called Batman. Yep, that's right, Batman. Then we can move on to our starting with the villains. Starting with Superman's first, Ultra Humanite. A character that was a human character, but over the years became the iconic character that was the shape of a gorilla. Its first start of villains, Dr. Death. Dr. Death was the guy who actually stitched his stuff together, stitched his face back together, and continuing on being Batman's bad guy. Next is the starring another earliest Batman villain, being Mad Monk. Yeah, that's right, Mad Monk. Guy dressed in red. Next, we have another hero. This time Marvel's first of heroes, being Namor the Submariner, and also the original Human Torch. Not Johnny Storm's version, the original version, who was actually a drone. Then we have the rest of DC with Jay Garritt's The Flash, as well as other heroes such as Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Arrow, and Dr. Fate. We also had Captain America and his actual starting villain, the Red Skull. We also had other bad guys of Superman and Batman as well, starting with their arch nemesis, Lex Luthor, and also the Joker. We also had other Batman baddies such as Catwoman, Hugo Strange, as well as Penguin and Two-Face. As for other major characters, well, move on to the Silver Age, and we have Barry Allen, Flash, as well as, well, move on to other characters that were also changed by others. You also had characters such as Green Lantern, and many of his earliest villains, like Vandal Savage. You also had one for J. Garrett Flash, such as the Shade and the Rival, aka the earliest Reverse Flash. You also had characters such as Hawkman. And a bit later, you had characters such as Black Canary. And then other baddies for Wonder Woman. For certain examples, we had Ares and Cheetah. Now, if you want to continue on by Silver Age, we had heroes such as Barry Allen's Flash and Hal Jordan's Green Lantern. We also have their villains, such as Barry Allen, such as that version, such as Barry Allen's Reverse Flash, Captain Cold, and Captain Boomerang. We also had Sinestro for Iconic 1 for villains of Hal Jordan. We also had Continuing villains for Tier 1 heroes. Characters that start out as bad guys such as Groot, Hawkeye, and Black Widow, as well as Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. We also had more familiar heroes, such as the Hulk, Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, and Ant-Man. We also had villains for theirs, such as starting villain for the Hulk was the Gargoyle. Continue on, we had villains of Hulk such as Abomination, the Leader, and we move on to Spider-Man's bad guys, with his starting villain being the Chameleon, as well as Doc Ock, Scorpion, Shocker, Rhino, Kraven the Hunter, and the most famous one of his, Sandman and Green Goblin. You also had Iron Man, which is his most iconic one, being the Mandarin. And then you got the Fantastic Four, like characters like the Mold Man and, of course, Doctor Doom. You also had characters such as Black Panther, Nick Fury, as well as other heroes such as the Wolverine and his iconic rival, Sabretooth. You also had characters such as Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Black Lightning, and then when you continue on to the Bronze Age, continuing on to the after the Bronze Age, and into the Dark or Copper Age, you also have anti-heroes such as Red Hood, the Punisher, and also other type of heroes such as Daredevil. Elektra, and different enemies of Daredevil or characters that became villains of Daredevil, such as Kingpin and Bullseye. You also had characters continue on in the Bronze Age, such as other villains or other heroes such as Spider-Man's Venom and Carnage, Batman's Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, and Man-Bat. You also had Morbius, and also continue on mix of this is another Spider villain such as Black Cat and Hobgoblin. And then you finish off into the Copper Age, such as heroes like Spawn. And then finally you continue on into, and then finally you finish off. And then that will be it. Now, that's part 1 of each and every major comic character. And then you also have ones, and then finally we continue on with ones in between, like Captain Marvel, like both characters being called Captain Marvel, with one being Shazam and the other was started as Miss Marvel. And then you finish off, and then you finally, finish off with more characters that are part of teams such as the Teen Titans with Raven, Starfire, and Beast Boy. And then you finish. And then you finally finish it off. And then you finally finish it off. And then you finally continue on into the 21st century. And that's it for now. See you next time for part 2.